Imagine that Stephen Fleming's career is truly a masterclass in evolution. From being a prodigy, thrust into the captaincy of New Zealand, perhaps a bit too soon, to becoming one of the most celebrated coaches in T20 history. We dive into his journey, exploring early struggles, pivotal decisions, and that accidental opportunity that truly defined his legendary coaching career. Picture this: a young Stephen Fleming standing at a crossroads between two of New Zealand's greatest passions, rugby and cricket. He shares which sport he almost pursued and how his ultimate decision was driven by passion, success, and a sprinkle of ego. Imagine that.
There was an opportunity to go on trials for a representative team for rugby, which was nice, but I think I knew then I wasn't good enough, one, and two, I didn't really have the desire to push forward. Cricket was my passion, and I was also having a bit more success with cricket as well, so that gives you a bit more enjoyment and a bit more ego-wise. That was the sport that I felt I had a chance of making something. And studies do show the more sports you play, the more you're introduced to different biorhythms and just developing your athletic side a lot better rather than just being a cricketer and just learning those movements. You become a bit more all-round, and the studies do show that makes you a better athlete.
At just 23, Stephen Fleming finds himself unexpectedly appointed as the captain of his country. He recalls the shock of the offer, the overwhelming sensation of being unready, and the steep, often painful learning curve of leading a national team while still in the process of finding himself.
Well, it was a bit of a shock and a lack of expectation really as to what I was accepting or what I'd been offered. And you're not going to turn it down. I wasn't ready, nowhere near ready, but the group wasn't really ready either. It was a young group of players sort of trying to find their way, and as such, it sort of became a natural sort of progression to grow with them. And I think that's what they were looking at, was to start afresh and then create something with a bit of longevity. And that was great for me, because being so raw with captaincy, the mistakes that you make early on learning the trade takes time. You couldn't do it in 2 years, you struggled to do it in 4. So to be able to have such a long, extended go at it, it gave me an opportunity to be the best I could be, where I know a lot of other leaders just haven't had that opportunity. So very grateful for that. But I look back now and shake my head at the first couple of years, because a lot of times way out of my depth.
After a long tenure as captain, Stephen Fleming faced challenges adjusting to being just another player in the brand new IPL. He recounts how a chance opportunity to step back into leadership didn't just preserve his career, but ignited his legendary coaching journey. Fascinatingly, it was a transformative moment.
So, not by design, a lot by chance, but I'm a big believer that things happen for a reason. You just got to be ready to take them. The plan was obviously to play the 3-year playing deal, and I was very grateful to be picked up by Chennai. My first year I didn't play that well. I was behind Hayden and Hussey, who were greats, and coming in late in the tournament, and it was sort of nowhere near as impactful as what those players were. So I think something was telling me that I was done, and I was a little bit worried about that. And then again, by chance, the opportunity came up to be player coach. And what I had missed in the first stages, I've been so used to being a decision maker, and maybe the main decision maker for New Zealand. To just be a player for Chennai was difficult just to do. So then the opportunity to get back into that the boardroom and make some decisions and work with MS was just perfect. And again, by chance, it happened, and it just set us on that way, and very grateful for that.
What truly makes Stephen Fleming such a successful coach? He opens up about his simple yet powerful philosophy. Don't waste players' time, empower them to think independently, and craft an environment where everyone genuinely feels they belong. Remarkably, it's a philosophy that resonates throughout his career.
Well, I did adopt a theory when I took over from Chennai. I wasn't going to make the players do what I hated when I played. I think cricketers and coaches waste a lot of time on doing things that are expected to be done rather than really think about them and are they relevant for the format that you're coaching? Are they relevant for this group? So I really wanted to to make a point of not making players waste time and become very efficient. And also self-sufficient. There's a lot of high performance that dumbs down the players to a degree. So get them back making decisions, owning their own space and owning their own game. And then you get that and a player becomes confident with that, then they're very easy to coach.
From an unprepared young captain to a legendary coach, Stephen Fleming's journey vividly illustrates how embracing the unexpected and empowering others can truly define a legacy. It's a remarkable testament to growth and leadership.